hope you guys can hear me. Ooh, it's hot. Hey, cat. Hey, girl. Hey. It's loud where I am. The music is loud where I am, so let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Hey, everyone. Come on in. Hey, DeAndre, I'm sorry, Robinson. Donnell. Hey, Anessa. Hey, everyone. Romper, Stomper, Bumper, Boo. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Walter. My day is going very well. Can you guys hear me? Give me a thumbs up because I know the music is loud. I can't do anything about it. Just chilling. Okay, cool. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this live, I was going to do it earlier today, and I just didn't get around to it. And I know it's a live. It's something that I need to say because as soon as I got ready to do a live or talk about it, I had one of my mentees call me and ask me about the need for protection. So that was my cue. So we can hear you. Okay, good. Thank you, Donnell. So I hear so much, not from everybody, but just in the circles that I travel, in my circle of awareness, a lot of people are talking about why there's no need for protection. I've heard it several times. You know, you don't need protection. You don't need protection stones. You don't need crystals. You don't need whatever things you use in order to keep yourself safe. Hey, Carol. I hear it a lot. I mean, I hear it so much enough for me to do this live. And it's really, hey, Grizz, and it's really starting to kind of aggravate me a little bit, only because it's almost irresponsible for those of us who are spiritual leaders or spiritual people, and we find that it's not necessary, or we believe it's not necessary to protect ourselves. And here's the reason. The reason I hear so much is because whatever you say you'll have, whatever you believe, you'll draw to you. So if you believe there's a need for protection, then, or if you believe there's a need to protect yourself, then of course the need to be protected will come. So if you wear your crystals and your stones to protect you from any malevolent energy or whatever, then hey, Ronnie, then you'll draw that malevolent energy to you, or that circumstance to you that's going to cause you to you as a result of your intention. And to that I say bullshit. And the reason why I'm saying that, and this is going to be a short live, the reason why I say that is because if that is a truth, and I am really into quantum physics, and I love quantum physics, and I understand fully the law, per se, the law of reciprocity. I understand karma, and I understand all of those things. I understand those principles very well. Hey, Sylvia, those principles very well. And so keep in mind, I know exactly what people are saying when they're referring to needing, not needing protection, because what you say and what you believe, hey, Richard, what you say and what you believe is what you draw to you, right? So if you say, I need a job, or I want a job, then you're talking about the lack thereof, and so you'll continue to have that lack. And so I understand those, I understand that. But listen to this. Here's why super spiritual people, what I call super saints, and uber righteous people don't equate their spirituality, or they don't follow their spirituality all the way through from the spirit into the natural. Here's what I mean. If you need to wash your hands when you go to the bathroom, if you need to do that, if you need to wash your hands to go to the bathroom to protect yourself from germs and to keep malevolent energy, germs, off of you, why would you wash your hands if there's no reciprocating energy. Let me make it simpler than that. When we think of malevolent energy, it is an entity or a vapor or an essence of something, right? That malevolent energy is like a virus or germ, bacteria, right? If you are, right now we got the rhinoviruses and all these kind of viruses. If you take the time to protect yourself, build your immune system up by what you eat, getting rest, right? Exercise, and things of that nature. If you do the necessary due diligence to protect yourself, washing your hands, why would you do that if there is no repercussion from malevolent energy? It makes sense, right? What I'm saying is you need to protect yourself because there are malevolent energies, lower vibrational energies, or other aspects outside of your awareness or outside of your environment that can invade your space and then wreak havoc on your immune system, your internal or your external environment, right? And so if you are in a home, right, and your children go to school and they catch a cold from their schoolmates, right? And they bring that cold virus home into your home. Now you take the time to give your children medications, or you give them supplements. You teach them to sneeze in their shirt, in their shirt, not in their hands. Tell them to wash their hands. You do all those things to protect them from colds and viruses, but you won't do protection to protect you from a spiritual cold or virus. That doesn't make sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is necessary. It is necessary to keep yourself protected. I don't understand why people don't understand that. I think a lot of times super spiritual people get so heavenly minded that they're no earthly good. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't follow nature. It doesn't follow the course. So now, if I decide that I want to wear crystals, or if I want to do rituals of some sort that's going to protect me, or use other tools of protection and wear medicine bags and do all these other things, if I'm going to read the Bible, if I'm going to read spiritual workings or sacred texts and use those texts as a mechanism or as a tool to keep me spiritually sound, spiritually protected, why in the world would you, spiritually grounded, why in the world would you not think of that same concept as it pertains to protecting you from, energies out external and energies internal, right? So energies internal, why would you not? Let me see. If you eat healthy, eating healthy will build your body, right? Eating greens, eating, fruits and vegetables and raw foods, drinking your water and doing these things builds your immune system. That's your powerhouse, right? It builds your immune system. It keeps you connected to, it keeps you keeps you naturally well, right? It protects you from any other invaders. If your immune system is on point and intact, it protects you from any invaders. Now, there are people who eat very healthy and still get sick, right? So there's a breach somewhere, or there an overpowering energy somewhere that comes in and invades your space and takes over your space. So then if that is possible, why would that not still be the same thing you would follow when you do spiritual principles? Because as above, so below, right? So now here it is. If you are a person who doesn't get sleep, high stress, don't eat healthy, naturally you're going to be sick, right? You have allowed your immune system to be so compromised that you can't even fight off germs, viruses, malevolent energy, stank attitudes, nothing. You can't fight off anything because you have not done the due diligence and the necessary work to protect yourself. Same way with spirituality, right? The same thing. If you pray on a regular, if you meditate on a regular, if you do rituals on a regularly, right? Regularly, If you use spiritual tools, if you do mantras and affirmations, right? You read books that that lift you and elevate you, that is you using forms of protection. If you like crystals, if you like rocks, if you like stones, if you do mojo bags, if you do all these other kinds of things, that is a mechanism. It's the same kind of mechanism, same kind of tool you would use if you were keeping yourself from getting the virus, the flu, right? And so people who say, oh, you know, you don't need to protect yourself, you don't need to do any spiritual protecting because, you know, you're going to draw those bad things to you. It absolutely makes no damn sense at all. Thank you, Nayla. Hey, thank you, Richard. Hey, James. Absolutely does not make sense. And I'm learning from this spiritual guru, this phenomenal older woman. She's teaching me to follow the principles all the way through. And the problems that we have is that we'll apply what we think we know to one thing, but there are 50 other things that fit into that category that makes sense, and we disconnect those things. We got to connect all the points. You got to follow it all the way through. That's true. That's true of self-care. Exactly. That is what self-care is. Now, if you think about it, self-care, if you're taking the time to, now we're not talking about, let me just say, I'm not talking about standing from the standpoint of the spirit of fear, or standing from fear. You know, if I don't wear these stones, if I don't do this ritual, something might happen to me. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is being intentional about creating the purest, most elevated, vibrationally high space you can, and you do that so that when lower vibrational energy comes toward you, invades your space, if it's possible to do so, just like germs, if it becomes part of your environment, then you will have enough strength within yourself, or within whatever your circle of awareness, whatever is in that circle of awareness, what you believe, you'll have enough strength in order to fight it off and be able to rebound from it if it does overtake you. Makes sense. So that's just what I want to share with you guys. I'm going to be leaving here in a few minutes. Just keep in mind that if you're going to do anything, you have to make it make sense all the way through. If it makes sense on one place, if this is a truth, we're talking about truth. If it is a truth, what you believe, then it should be true all the way across the board. If it's only true here but not true there, then that is not there. It is not the absolute truth. It's only a relative truth or a subjective truth, right? So keep in mind, please sir, please ma'am, if it is important to you to get the flu shot, some of y'all love the flu shots. If it's important to you to get the flu shot to protect you from the flu, sirs and ma'am, it should be equally as important to you to do your meditations, your prayer. For your super spiritual people, pray, read your holy script or whatever it is you read, do your affirmations, do your vision boards, do cleansings and rituals, take purifying baths, drink tea, detox, and all that other kind of stuff. It is the truth across the board. So live your life in complete harmony as to the best of your ability. Take the principles that you know to be true and that have worked for you, and use that and carry it across your entire life. That's what I want to share with you guys. And I'm fixing to go. I got to go. It's time to go. I'm getting ready to drink my last cup. I got to be out of here in a few minutes. Anyway, you guys be blessed. And you know where to find me. Speeches that I